So they're always saying that they're saying this the rail-based game plotline thing that's been fucking somehow people have worked out and worked on. They're always saying that they're telling you what they're doing because they're releasing their karma and stuff. And they don't even believe in God or religion or anything. They they get credited with promoting a lot of this stuff that is happening and pushing it and making it happen. But they don't believe in it. I'm pretty sure no one does. I know people are like, actually, like, good religious people and not, ooh. And I started talking to them about, like, other people and other beings on the planet, and they was, like, freaking out. It's like, okay, you don't actually believe. You don't know what you're talking about, but you do it, huh? And so, anyways, okay, so I walk down the street and the little bots will be like narrating shit. And a lot of times it's two people. It's the ooze and another group that they brought over as slaves. But I can't be sure that there's not a lot more because I do remember my first memory was it could have been halfling. I noticed most of these people they're sending me are halflings, and it identifies it like the one told me, like they have to tell me and stuff who they are. Has nothing to do with anything I've ever talked to people about because I don't talk to people about these things because you can't. Because, and why would I talk to them about themselves? I'm trying to solve the problem, not help the problem continue to be the problem. Fucking. I think 2020 proved, and I think school proved that nothing's ever going to learn or change. So there's no evolution because there's no learning. You can't even learn. So that's not going to happen. It's not like I'm going to be like, you're a bad kid and smack him in the mouth and stand him in the corner. Because let's try it with some mosquitoes and see what happens. But do you think that, okay, so they're telling us all this because they're caramel. They're releasing their caramel. Hey, my caramel. And then what do they do here? They call themselves the ooze. Do you think that they're releasing their caramel by calling themselves ooh? They're ooish. Ew. Why would you call yourself that? Like, are you like releasing your karma to the world? Do you think you created this idea yourself to release your karma? If the world knows we're ooish, then fucking they deserve ooh. Fucking, I don't think so. I mean, why would retards be sitting around narrating my life as I walk down the fucking street? No living being's going to do that, yet alone a whole fucking planet full of them. The congratulations. You guys chose to do that on your own. You guys chose to whine and cry and deceive and manipulate and lie and play out everything I say on your own. Not quite. Not quite, because this is some long, drawn-out shit, and living beings don't do long, drawn-out bullshit. That takes an Atari to have some dumbass shit on repeat constantly. Which Atari is something you play for 5 minutes and you're like, okay, there's grass outside. Did you know that every blade of grass is unique? Let's go fucking find out. Put that Atari away and find out something interesting to do. Let's see if every blade of grass is one unique snowflake. Okay, so that's not very living characteristic. either. So I'm kind of wondering maybe if they might not be bots programmed to say things, and the computer, it tells them to be like, we's releasing our karma, that's why we're telling you everything. But in every other video game you play, Koopa comes on screen and he'd be like, Mario, I've captured your whore. You'll never get him back. I'm at 9233 Safe Street. You'll never reach Safe Street, Mario. I'll be here waiting for you in case you do. I'll be standing right on the bridge over the giant lake of fire. Lake of fire. That was pretty odd. That's odd to me because that's like the first video game I really remember. And it's about throwing Koopa into a lake of fire. And it feels like, could be, Koopa doesn't know that he's telling you where he's at and how to get to him. And it's Koopa releasing his karma. He's like, Mario, I got your whore. You ain't gonna do shit about it. You's a bitch, Mario. I'm over here on 9032 late of fucking Safe Street. You ain't even gonna make it, man. I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna do my ketamine lines and I'm gonna fucking eat some potato chips. You ain't never gonna get at it, Mario. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna sit here and know you can't do anything. Even though the game's built pretty fucking real easy for you to just jump on everyone's fucking head. And you got the firepower. You can shoot fireballs at people. You got the power of the sun. You just burning down everyone. You got invincibility stars. You ain't going nowhere, Mario. You's a hoe bag. I'm releasing my karma, and that's a guarantee that you ain't going nowhere, Mario. You really fucking think? You really think they're gonna call themselves Ooish? The Ooze? On their own, out of all the karma releasing, okay? Out of all the karma releasing, they're going to release their karma by calling themselves Ooh. They just woke up one day and it's like, Ooh. They woke up, you know, fucking Howard Stern woke up next to Howard at Sternat. And they was like, ew, and the other one's like, ew. And it's like, damn, that's our new name. Let's tell these motherfuckers about it. I don't think they're releasing their karma. When I walk down the street and people are narrating my motherfucking life and shit, strangers talking to each other, but they're not talking to each other. How the hell does the other person even like can hear this conversation? Because they're not talking to them. So tell me. Too bad we couldn't get that on video. You know why I couldn't have got that on video? Because they was like 100 fucking people away from me. And there was a lot of noise going on. Everyone was talking. But I get to hear with my fucking Super God sonar hearing. I get to hear these people over here. And with my Super God 2020 vision, which I was born with. Yeah, I get to see things far away without glasses. So I get to read the lips of the people narrating what's happening around me. And then a musician comes out and starts singing a song about it too. About me realizing I'm seeing this shit. You telling me that these motherfuckers have the mental capacity to understand they're doing all this shit? And they're choosing to be devils. They're choosing to be murderers and rapists and killers, and they're choosing to like go after the living character in the fucking game. They're choosing to narrate his life. Do you guys sign up for this? Do you guys get paychecks for this or some shit? Yeah, you guys are richer. I don't know many people who go to work. And I do know, like, yeah, well, they is some rich motherfuckers, aren't they? So that does look odd. But at the same time, if people I know went to work, then I wouldn't know them. They wouldn't be living my life where we walk around and invent new things and do things that's not going on in society yet. And you know, like my one friend is the manager of a portrait studio at 17. That doesn't happen if you're in school at 17, okay? So he's not in school, and he's not having to work now because he's a manager. When he's a child, running his own stuff on top of managing someone else's. So there's always this little thing here where things nowadays, looking back, look kind of suspect. I just happen to get teamed up with all the people who are going places when they're children. I just happen to be born to people like that too. My family, I don't know how many things my brother has done, but I know he's like, last I heard a decade ago, he was teaching classes. He didn't even go to college or school for those classes. How many people do I know who do things they didn't go to school for? I know people who went to the military, got 4 degrees, and they don't do none of that. I know people who did this and that, went to school for that. They don't even do what they say they do, but they say they did something else. I mean, that is their job, but they don't necessarily have to do it. Not every job requires someone having to do it, right? Some jobs are pretty easy. Like a CEO, the only problem you have is when people below you are becoming a problem. They're supposed to manage shit properly. An investor, your only job is to make sure you know what's coming and what's important. Like I predict stocks that few times I have, those stocks went through the frickin' roof, including diapers and Kleenex before 2020. But no, I said Sun Microsystems, because someone got a lot of money, and I was like, you know what you should do? You should invest in Sun Microsystems. And then Java became the internet. So you would have made a lot. And I said Bitcoin's going places, but I'm not going to invest in it. And Bitcoin's been going, hasn't it? So, in fact, I do have money in Bitcoin, but I don't invest. I haven't even cashed out some of my Bitcoin. And so I probably would have made a lot if I cashed it out a while ago and put it into Bitcoin instead of pre-Bitcoin. Lost my passwords. That's probably somewhat valuable. Probably worth 10 times as much as it was. But anyways, so this whole thing people are talking about releasing their karma. You know, I mean, it literally sounds. It sounds like the words out of their mouths sound like they're narrating a frickin' story. Not just them, but when I walk down the road and strangers will respond to this video I'm making. So, tell me how that's not a rail-based game when we have a story going on with a bunch of people claiming to be the best and this and that, and they got control of the internet, and they got control of the media and the books and the religions and the TVs and the radio, and they're using all that to say, well, we're releasing our karma and we're telling you what we're doing and you deserve it if we do it. And it's like, and then you just like sit by while one of them kill yourself trying to kill you, and they go to hell, and you have to deal with society, half of society, trying to blame you for them killing themselves. And it's like, what do you want me to do? You're going to release your karma, and I'm going to do what about it? I can't even allow you to die, kill yourself beside me. What do you want me to do? Like, project a comet hitting the Earth to get rid of your house? Let's do it. Oh, wait a minute. NASA said that was coming. Oh, well. Hopes and prayers. May our Lord thou's comet save us. May the set. I don't think the comet's enough, dude. Like, I don't. How many times do I have to say the sun has to crash into the fucking Earth to make sure that they don't have an excuse to run their fucking mouths ever again? I'm not a little bitch-ass human who doesn't know how to solve a fucking problem. You give me a fucking hammer and I get those nails fucking put in. That's that. I don't fucking play these failure-ass games humans play and shit. And this little fucking game of karma and shit, they be running their mouth to me about it too, and I try to look at my life, it's like, oh, I don't think karma exists, because wait a minute, maybe I am karma, maybe that is what's been happening, maybe that is who I am and shit, and I should be less harsh on myself. But it's hard when you got people punching you in your face and raping you and destroying your entire existence, like, and as long as you don't accept that you are the reason that they're rapists, murderers, robbers, and terrorists, and everything in the world is wrong because you exist, not because they're rapists, murderers, robbers, terrorists, and enslavers. The fucking amazing humans. Mental gymnastics for fucking people who fucking failed kindergarten. That's some weird shit. That's like that 2020 shit. Fucking every fucking 5 seconds in this world. That's weird, because I asked for everyone to see everything I do and me to see everything, and I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't think anything would happen, to be honest. But lots of stuff happened. And a lot of that was their scheduled every 4-year plague. And then a lot of that was clearly some shit I said should happen. Like protection from the plagues. They say plague every 4 years, or it looks like they introduce that every few months, actually, every 3 to 6 months. But Alex Jones said they do that every election cycle. So that wasn't new. COVID, bird flu. I don't know. I don't watch TV. I only know because you guys have told me about bird flu and stuff before, and you guys definitely wouldn't let me not know about COVID. So, I kind of get the feeling that they're not releasing their karma, and that they're being set up. Just the same way Koopa in a video game doesn't release his karma. He's just designed to be a big mouth. Fucking being like, I am. He didn't build the Koopa Kingdom at all. There's no story of him building it. He's just in charge. All of a sudden appears out of nowhere. You put the cartridge in the system, and all of a sudden Koopa is in charge of everything. He's not talking about releasing his karma. He's doing the same thing these people do. Go around talking about what they're doing. They're playing little mental gymnastics compared to Koopa. At least Koopa's like, I got your bitch. You fuck off, Mario. You're a bitch too. I'm gonna put you in chains if I ever find your ass. He doesn't even say that. His script is real simple, and it's kind of what I see happening here. I mean, I literally have humans, or I don't. Obviously, I don't know. There's people out here that these other people are trying to separate me from on this planet. It appears I don't trust them. Probably their backup fucking scapegoat. Backup slime plan. They're the scapegoats. Don't have time for false emotions, for false beings and shit like that. That's been a mistake every fucking second of the way, apparently. They're targeting people with fucking, that seems to be the point of it. We're not in a game land where you get to deal with people having their head chopped off and zombies, with their flesh riding off. It seems to be like very PG psychological thriller. And that's probably, it wouldn't even last 800,000 hours if it weren't psychological thriller, because there would be no mystery to solve. If it was zombies and demons walking about, it'd be about an 8-hour long game. You come to Earth, you just chop them up, and you watch the credits roll. So you have to introduce that, even if it weren't just like a PG-13. Like, I don't get that. Like, if I look in the mirror after you humans try to kill me, it doesn't look very PG-13. It doesn't feel very PG-13 when you bash my fucking head open and shit. But other than that, I don't really get to see like blood spurting out and brains flying everywhere and stuff like that. So, but at the same time, it simply couldn't last this long if it weren't like psychological thriller, murder mystery type shit, fucking. Because it couldn't draw out this fucking far, it'd just be total fucking war and chaos, which supposedly exists somewhere else. And then when we finally get a fire near me, it's just like a little fucking trash. It's a large trash fire, but it's literally just trash fire. And that doesn't damage anything around me, just the air and stuff. Doesn't like shut the city down or anything like that, which I'm not very fond of. And I also kind of get the idea, like because I've specifically have asked for some things to hit. It's like the dudes down the block are supposedly the only humans involved in trying to kill me, along with the government. So I'm like, well, hit the fucking government buildings with some nuclear missiles. How about that? That doesn't happen, does it? The fire fucking is way outside of town. And I go see, like, fucking other cities burnt down and shit like that. And I'm not there. And I only get to see, like, the windows and shit getting busted and things like this, and little riots fucking occurring. There's actually a larger riot here than some of the emptied out cities I had been into, but kind of, it's kind of hard to call why it appears like PG-13 game, because I get to feel the greatness of having my fucking skull busted open by large gangs of people and shit like that. Fucking, I get to feel the greatness of my head swelling with blood, which is like fucking probably R-rated if you ask me. But for the rest of it, it's pretty vagina. I don't know. Anyway, so, all these things make me just look at it like, damn, dude. I don't think they're releasing their karma. Because why would they call themselves the Ooze? Like, the game has given them the power to force me to call them the Ooze, which is, that's all we do is take one letter off of everything and we see what it really is. Take the P off pharmacy and it's a harmacy. Sometimes it's just that easy to see what we're dealing with and stuff, and then they're the ones with the power to control the media, and they're the pedophiles, and then they're the fucking Nazi enslavers, and they're saying they're doing this to release their karma, and while they're doing that, that's Alex Jones telling you they do that, and that's Alex Jones telling you what they're doing while they're staging fucking riots and shit like that to take over the government and set some false narrative, claiming to be Christian while their people are claiming I'm God behind closed doors, or when no one is around. And that would mean he's covering that up because his people are involved in that, in covering me up and lying and deceiving and stuff. I've met his people, and somehow they appear out of nowhere. So either Alex Jones is aliens teleporting, or they're just freaking bots in a game that appear when needed or something. He's like releasing his caramel and stuff by telling you he's releasing the caramel and then telling you this other stuff that they're doing, but saying someone else is doing it. And it doesn't add up. Doesn't, like, I don't know. Maybe you'd have to be in my shoes if you're a living being. I don't know about other people. I've got very apparently I'm only allowed to interact with certain bloodlines on the planet. That seems fucking sadistic as fuck, especially when I say I don't want to be around them. Like, obviously, like, is there anything more evil than a race raping their way and forcing their way into your life? But if you think there is, let me do it. Let me choose who gets to be around you your entire life. And you come back to me after some decades and stuff. Let me know if you found something, if you just still agree with that. Not sure I can really think of something worse than that. In fact, I begin to wonder, like, if that's not specifically designed to provoke everything it provokes, because there'd be no action in the story if those actions didn't seem to be all in place to provoke the obvious that would come from something like that. So I don't think they're out here releasing their karma. I think they're bots fucking telling you what they're doing, because they're just telling you the fucking storyline as it happens and shit. I'm pretty sure this is so fucking rail-based. And you got these fucking retards out here. I mean, it's either what they say and they're correct in gang stalking me, or it's what I say is the other fucking thing, that they're a bunch of fucking, or they actually say this too, but only to me apparently, that they're a bunch of aliens fucking enslaving the planet, and they have like clone races. Then again, that's still the fucking storyline. That's still the storyline all the humans fucking agree upon, Even I talk to Satanists, and they don't give a shit that they're worshiping the fucking same race. There's no point in opposing the Nazis if you're not going to stop worshiping the Nazis, the real Nazis. You know, like the original. I mean, the Nazis are 6,000 years too late to the fucking game of racial supremacism to even have a hand in the fucking the show and shit. These other people, God's chosen race, have conquered and colonized every fucking nation on the planet. They're not the master race, they're God's chosen race. It's so different, man. They're the letters. Look, the letter go that way, and then that other letter look like that, and then that all letter go like that, and no one like that. That other, no one like that other. That other letter be like, huh, huh, and then the other letter be like, it's so different. It's so different. The letters look so different. It's the magical symbols, man. Pay attention to the magical symbols. Not what the people fucking using the magical symbols are doing and saying. Pay attention to the symbols. The magical A, B's, and C's, and 1, 2 D's, and Z's. Man. Oh, shit. I don't think they're releasing their karma. I think they're too stupid to fucking do that. And I think they're too arrogant to call themselves ooze. So, to the end of the day, they love their fucking selves, don't they? They think, the ones I know be like thinking every woman is theirs and everything is theirs and fucking... The last thing I see is them calling them, they make it illegal to make fun of them. How the fuck, or even mention them. How the fuck are you going to call yourself ooh if you're going to make it illegal to make fun of you? Like, if you're like me, I don't give a shit. Like, I make fun of me all day. I call myself ooh all day. Fucking, it doesn't, I look in the mirror like, hey, what the fuck is that? And then, it doesn't fucking matter to me. I'm not gonna ban you. Be like, oh, I heard someone said I fucking is stupid. You gotta ban him. Nope. Sounds like it's fucking dialogue in a video game. I mean, you explain to me what that is when I go places and you got character, you got humans fucking, like talking like they're fucking a storyline out here and shit. They're prompting the quest and shit. It's like my life has turned in, and probably always was. It's always been some weird shit. I've been trying to figure out what those little weird things are, and this fills that bill every fucking time. You explain to me what that is when I go out there and you got the little bots and the ooish people narrating my fucking life and shit. I don't even think it's my life, to be honest. I'm pretty sure this is like a rail-based game, and I don't have no fucking choice here. I'm trying my best to fucking take this fucking train into the fucking ditch and derail this motherfucker, and it's like, I don't think anything's changed. In fact, I think it might be that I was guided to attempt that shit, fucking, because that would explain why in 2020 I got the vision and shit of everything, because it would have had to been set up to be 2020 when I get vision, in order for 2020 vision to be a parable to actual sight. Because I already have better than 2020 vision as far as these things go. So that's just so I asked the doctor, what does that mean? He's like, that's just a standard. It's like, no, I think that means something else, bro. And that means something else. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just bots fucking giving a narrative here, fucking talking out a storyline. They're not fucking releasing their karma. That shit doesn't exist. Fucking if karma existed, you know how fucked up these humans would be for their fucking banding together as one fucking AI operated entity to repeatedly kill one person, repeatedly drug and enslave and terrorize and kidnap one person. That'd be one fucking computer having to pay the price for everything: its pinky, its toe, its middle finger, its toenail, its eyelash did. But that's not happening, is it? That's not happening. So, obvious karma doesn't exist and shit, because those fuckers will be getting fucked up and their lives will be taken down a real sick, twisted motherfucking path if they had to repay everything they were doing the whole time I've been here. Fucking. Because it's not even a they, it's an it. And it has done a hell of a lot of shit.